Have you ever heard of Alcatraz Island? The prison was known as the Rock, and it was said to be so secure that no one could escape from it. But some people say that the island is still haunted by the spirits of the prisoners who never made it out alive. In this episode of Scary Stories, we're going to tell you the haunted stories of Alcatraz Island. Let's begin. The island has a long and bloody history dating back to the 1700s, when it was first inhabited by Native Americans. The first European to set foot on the island was Spanish explorer Juan Manuel de Ayala in 1775. He named the island Santa Cruz de California. But it wasn't until 1850 that the island really started to come alive. That's when the U.S. Army built a fort on the island, which was named Fort Alcatraz. The fort was used to house military prisoners, and it was also the site of several executions. But it was in 1934 that the island became infamous. That's when the federal government opened Alcatraz as a prison for the most dangerous criminals in America. The prison was designed to be inescapable. The cells were small and dark, and the prisoners were kept in complete isolation. But some people say that the real reason the prison was so scary was because of the island itself. You see, the island was said to be haunted by the spirits of the Native Americans who had lived there for centuries, and those spirits were not happy about the prison being built on their land. Some say that the island's shape, which resembles a skull, is a bad omen, and others say that the sound of the waves crashing against the rocks is actually the sound of the restless dead. One of the most famous ghost stories of Alcatraz Island is that of a prisoner named George Mark. Mark was a notorious bank robber, and he was sentenced to life in prison. He spent 17 years at Alcatraz before he was finally released in 1964. But many people believe that Mark never really left the island. They say that his spirit is still there, wandering the halls of the old prison, looking for his freedom. Another famous ghost story is that of a prison guard named William H. Solberg. Solberg worked at Alcatraz for many years, but he was never able to escape the island's dark secrets. In 1937, he took his own life in his cell, and some people say that his ghost is still there, haunting the place where he died. Alcatraz Island is a place of great beauty, but it's also a place of great sadness and death. The stories of the prisoners and guards who lost their lives there are truly haunting, and some people believe that their spirits are still on the island searching for peace.